I've received my brand new Zoneline AZVS PTAC, and I'm going to replace the existing fixed speed unit that I had. I've already removed the existing unit and the wall sleeve, and I'm installing a new wall sleeve, the RAB42MG, which is a metal gray wall sleeve, which will be color matched for my new AZVS PTAC. All of our new wall sleeves are a 4-piece quick snap wall sleeve, which are extremely easy to assemble, and we'll get to that here in just a bit. We still get a lot of requests for a 1-piece wall sleeve. The reason that we changed is there was a lot of damage that came with a big 1-piece wall sleeve. So instead of this flat pack that you get with a 4-piece, it's the actual size of the wall sleeve itself. And so there's a lot more tendency to get damaged during shipping and unloading it onto the site and then getting it to the room that it belongs in. So these flat packs are a lot easier to distribute to all the different rooms, and then also it's just so easy to assemble. I've actually got everything laid out here and everything's labeled. As you can see here, this is the right side, we've got the bottom here, and we've got the left side. How can you tell the front from the back? Well, the back is going to have a bigger flange than the front. So if you look at this here, the flange in the front is much more narrow than the flange in the back. So that's the way I've got everything laid out. And it's just as easy as putting the pieces into place, pushing it down until it snaps and locks in place. Now these here are some rivets, some push rivets to temporarily hold in a weather barrier, which we're not going to use. We're going to go ahead and install our grill and everything. So we'll just remove that, snap our left side in place. Then we'll take our front, this is the back. We'll set it in place and press it in place. That's it. You really can't get any more simple than that. So now we're ready to install this wall sleeve into the existing opening. One thing that we want to keep in mind and consider is we need a quarter bubble tilt towards the outside. The reason for that is the base pan of the PTAC does hold a good amount of condensate water. But in some cases where there's extremely high humidity, that condensate water can spill over into the wall sleeve, and then it needs to drain out. So that's the purpose of the slight tilt to the outside, so it can drain out these weep holes on each side. So we'll get started installing this wall sleeve. Now it's just a matter of taking the wall sleeve and working it into the existing opening. Hopefully it won't be too difficult, but let's see how it goes. That went extremely well, so I hope you have the same luck that I just had when you install yours. Now we just need to get the reveal right, the exact reveal we want from the wall to the face of the wall sleeve, and make sure we've got our quarter bubble tilt. For my installation, I went with a 2-inch reveal from the interior wall to the face of the wall sleeve. Now the PTAC will extend another 7 inches into the room. You may have to adjust your wall sleeve based on the outside exposure, but refer to the installation instructions to make sure you get it installed in a way that's consistent with the manufacturer's recommendations. Now I'm just going to take 2 screws and secure the top. That way I'll have some adjustment to where I can pull the bottom inside to get a quarter bubble tilt to the outside that we need. I just ran the screws up snug, so if there's any additional width in the framed opening, it doesn't bow the sides of the wall sleeve out. Now I'm going to take my level, put it inside the wall sleeve here, and then pull the bottom in until I get a quarter bubble tilt towards the outside, again for that condensate water to drain out. And with my quarter bubble tilt, I'll go ahead and secure the bottom of the wall sleeve. With our wall sleeve installed, now it's time to install our outdoor grill. So a couple of things to consider on this. This is a factory grill, so it's got deflectors included with the grill, and the purpose of those deflectors is to make sure intake air on each outside area does not mix with the discharge air. You can see the deflectors kind of deflect the discharge air to the center to keep those two airflows from mixing and causing an overheat situation. There are 4 screws that secure the outdoor grill to the wall sleeve. You just pull it through some keyhole slots through the wall sleeve and then secure the screws to secure it to the wall sleeve. My Subbase has done a great job of staying in place while I've replaced the wall sleeve. Now I just need to reattach it with the same clips that I removed from the old wall sleeve in Subbase. There is one difference between this wall sleeve and the one that I took out, and it's the formation of this front flange. So I just straightened out my clips, and I will secure them with the slot here and then fold over the clip to match the form of this front flange. With everything secured, with the 2 clips secured, I'll just push it tight against the front of the wall sleeve and fold it over and take some needle nose and finish off the back side. And it's always a good idea, if you've done some drilling like I did on the wall sleeve and you've got any metal shavings, just take a shop vac or something and vacuum out any metal shavings to keep the wall sleeve from scratching and rusting. Now it's just a matter of taking the chassis and sliding it into the wall sleeve. I wheeled over the chassis using a 4-wheel furniture cart. It does a great job of moving it into place, and in most cases it's about the right height to transfer it into the wall sleeve. So with it close, I'm just going to transfer the chassis from the furniture cart into the wall sleeve. Once I get the back of the chassis in place, I can just lift up on the front and remove my furniture cart, and they get the chassis the remainder of the way in. With my chassis in place but not secured, I'm going to go ahead and remove my front indoor grill to give me access to the screws that secure the chassis to the wall sleeve. There are 4 screws that come with your new PTAC chassis to secure the chassis to the wall sleeve. The best way I've found is to pull the chassis out slightly so you can align the holes with the speed clip that's behind it and then secure the PTAC once you get them aligned and slightly started. With all 4 screws in place and slightly threaded, I'll go ahead and secure it. There is a seal on the back flange of the chassis that you want to make sure is compressed up against the wall sleeve to give you a good seal between the wall sleeve and the chassis to keep any outdoor air from coming in. All right, I've installed the junction box, connected my electrical, put my indoor room front grille on, and everything's running great. I've turned it on, and because this is an inverter model and it has a BTU range of 4,000 to 15,000 BTUs, and it's very hot here in Texas right now, so it's very warm in this room. It has ramped up to full speed and really brought the room temperature down very, very quickly. And as it starts to get a hold of temperature, it just slows down as needed to meet the exact room conditions and room size. So the next video I'm going to do is commissioning this unit. I'll install a MERV 13 filter for my makeup air that's on this model, and then I'll go through the auxiliary settings and set up the CFM and cyclic fan, constant fan, things like that. So stay tuned, another video is coming soon.